Kitaro, you're saying you had your tablet on you at all times, yes? Yep, take a look. It's right here. And when you woke up, where was it? On the table in the Last Supper room. On the table? I'd call that being off you, man. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Your Turn to Die. So when we left off, we're getting into the main game. So I kind of want to just jump right into it this time. So if you like the video, make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's get into it. First, let's discuss to get 4 candidates who survive and who can die. Choose this topic. I mean, it's the only topic available, so let's go. And I'm sorry if I sound kind of tired. I have a headache right now, but we're pushing through it because I really want to play this game. Okie dokie, it seems you're ready. Keji Shinogi, are you a fool or what? Have you forgotten that unlike the first main game, there have been many card trades? There's no need for worthless suspicion. We can reason out the sacrifice and keymaster. I think he has a point because the fact remains, I mean, if I had the sacrifice card and I traded it off and then suddenly they were like, okay, time for the main game, I know who has the sacrifice at that point because there were no more trades. If everyone speaks honestly. For how much you talk of allies, are you not being rather suspicious? At the very least, the sacrifice can't tell the truth, now can they? So it's fine to start with finding 4 candidates. Because those who aren't candidates can be honest. Yep, and also if we prove what everyone's cards are right now, voting is gonna be hell. It'll be pure blame throwing. That guy should die. This guy should die. It'll be cruel and leave no trace of any bonds we've got. I get it. Very well, if it'll protect your pitiful bonds, then I suppose I'll go along with this. And thus, allow me to say, so Hiyori, you are the most suspicious of all. Okay, well, he straight up called him out. Huh? Please, wait! So it's contributed so much to helping us escape. Yeah, he did, actually. He did a good job last time. Yet it doesn't change that he can't be trusted. Everything from his history on is unclear. Unless you yourself speak your true colors, I will continue to. Then I'm fine being the first candidate. After all, I am the sacrifice. Wait, I thought the sacrifice couldn't be honest. What's that about? Were you listening? Talking about roles is for later. Was there a rule against confessing your own? So I see. Sorry, Keji, I just didn't feel comfy letting you take the initiative. Oh, okay, so there wasn't an official rule. They were just saying don't talk about it because of what could happen. I know, I'll nominate the next suspicious person. How about that? He's got some no good idea again. Oppose, agree. All right, go ahead. Understood. If it'll advance the discussion, go ahead. You're so calm, Miss Sarah. I nominate Kana. Ooh. That's why. Everyone should already understand this. She's easily tricked, timid, and lacks ability. What does she even have besides sympathy? Oh, he just threw her under the table. Wasn't it you who tricked and used her? After using her so cruelly, is So trying to betray her? So you're giving Kana time to vindicate herself. Huh? Sure thing, let's have a discussion about Kana's actions during the death game. So that we can trust her. To be fair, the way she was acting in a way to try and survive. Kana, at first, she just holed up in Soul's room. Kana Kizuchi typically acted with him, only So Hiyori can prove her actions. Let's see, Kana was dead weight the whole time. What a hindrance. Hindrance? Kinda looks like she's pretty shocked to hear that. I couldn't blame her. Yeah, like the person that you trusted the entire time just threw you under the bus to die. Are you kidding me? I'm sure you understand, Sarah. You can extract statements from them. And also, you've got a new weapon too. Huh? You know, from when we were searching together, your shrewd detective vision. When someone makes a statement, you might notice someone else having a reaction. I can do that? Now, let's get to it, partner. I feel like this would make life so much easier if I can actually tell who I need to actually speak to. So we are gonna take the statement from Connor was dead weight the whole time. Yeah, what a hindrance. Yeah. I've been getting fed up with having a useless helper too. Just now, I felt like So's first statement caused someone's expression to change. While their expressions change, I should check on them. Hindrance? Kana isn't a hindrance. Kana. Oh, you know what? Am I supposed to... There we go. Okay, I was like, am I supposed to actually click on it? Kana, are you too shocked to speak? But it seems like she's trying to say something. In that case, I just have to inspire Kana's heart. Oh Lord, I don't have my mouse today. Are you too shocked to speak? Baby, I can find your heart. All right, come on, let's go. I have my mouse now. Let's go. Come on, I got my mouse now. I'm ready to click. Kana, are you fine with him just saying that? It's fine. You can get mad. Let what's in your heart come right out. Kana, she isn't a hindrance at all. Sal's saying mean things just because he can do hacking, but wasn't Kana the one who did hacking first? Ooh. Hold your horses. How'd you mean that? Kana did hacking? Sheesh, you never make yourself clear. Speak in a little more detail if you can. Okay, so we're talking to Kana. Kana did some hacking way before So did any of his hacking. What kind of hacking was it? I figured out a password breaking into someone else's things. That's called hacking, right? Does this mean Kana is adept with computers too? You can't call something like that hacking. Don't misuse words you only just learned. Alright, Sarah, let's advance the discussion like this. Yes, extract statements to expand the discussion. Present items to use them as evidence or have statements duke it out to find discrepancies. I don't think I have any items, but Kana did mention something. So that didn't really trigger anyone. Does this mean Kana is adept with computers too? I heard they taught programming in middle school now, but to think they even teach hacking? I'm pretty sure they don't. But what password could it have been? When I heard that, I could only think of the password to start up the laptop. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. Okay, I figured out a password breaking into someone else's things. That's called hacking, right? So had been fretting about it since yesterday. He was going, I don't know the password, taking his beanie off, putting it on. Suddenly I looked at Sol's hands and was struck by how clean he kept them, even in these circumstances. And then I had an epiphany that there might be traces of the password being typed. So I figured out the password from finger marks left on the keys. I extracted a new statement. All right, cool. You can't call something like that hacking. Don't misuse words you only just learned. It's really concerning. We don't have much time for discussion. Then how about you explain everything yourself, So? I am explaining what a useless girl Kana is. What about you? Yeah, there we go. Kana, could it be that you didn't use the laptop to hack, but rather you solved the password for the laptop itself? Yes. I see. Before the laptop was handed to So, I was the last one to enter the password, and my fingers left marks, little bits of dirt from when I pressed the keys. When did you solve the password? It was before the trading phase began. Hold on a sec. Don't you think that sounds funny, Sarah? That it does? Does it? What happened right before the trading phase? Right before the trading phase, we were all together. right? And we were told to go back to our rooms before trading began. So I think it does sound kind of funny. Because we thought Soul shared the laptop so that he could learn the password from us. But according to you, you peeked inside before sharing the laptop with everybody. Yes. Then there was no reason to join forces? That's wrong. Soul wanted an opportunity to reconcile with everyone, or reconcile. Kinda sorry to say, but there was another reason. Eh? Why did Soul share the laptop with us? He awakened to goodness, he wanted to be friends, to view the Sarah folder. To look in the Sarah folder on the laptop. Yep, that's gotta be it. The Sarah folder had a separate password, which was the name of Sarah's mother. You gotta be kidding. So you accepted my deal without saying nothing about this? Well, what deal did you make with them? What of it? Why you... Hold on a second. What deal is this? Don't sweat it. It's just between us. I don't think so. I thought it was strange from the get-go, but it seemed there was a deal going on behind the sharing of the laptop. I'll have you tell us everything about the suspicious deal. All right, we're making progress. Cool. I went to So and asked him to share the laptop. I was surprised. Kitaro said he would give me his tokens in exchange. The two talked to each other separated by Soul's bedroom door. Kind of heard it too. All right, well, let's get some statements out of you. What's going on? I was surprised Kitaro said he would give me his tokens in exchange. I didn't intend to hear him out, but Kitaro was so serious I just couldn't turn him down. And it turned out to be a good trade. Don't give me that scary look. You benefited from getting to see the laptop for free, right, Miss Sarah? Okay. I went to So and asked him to share the laptop. I mean, I had a responsibility, you know? When the token gathering sub-game started, I gathered more tokens than anybody to survive. Even the laptop I'd managed to get my hands on, I handed it over in exchange for Soul's tokens. I was possessed by the need for tokens back then, you hear? Is that really the only reason? Obviously. You think Soul blackmailed me or something? There ain't nothing. I think there is something because we saw you on the security cameras putting some cards down. Blackmail. Is there really nothing? So the two talked to each other separated by Soul's bedroom door. Kana heard it too. Soul said that's not a bad deal. And he also said maybe we'll reconcile. So Kana got really happy. Kana still believes in the goodness in So. Alrighty, so I think that there really was something going on. There we go. Yes, first time. Kitaro, was there really no opportunity for blackmail? What you saying? We acquired a certain video. Footage from the first floor's security cameras. I didn't know there was such a thing. It was all clearly pictured. Kitaro placing the roll cards. And So seeing him do it. If this isn't blackmail material, what is? No way. Kitaro was the one who placed the cards? Muscle Gorilla was a traitor, Meow? A traitor? Is that really the case? Or was there some other circumstance? Ironically, it's because of my improved intuition that I don't understand. How could someone like Kitaro be a traitor? Why'd you do a thing like that? Where did you get the cards, Kitaro? Please say something, Kitaro. Security cameras? What do you mean? Huh? We should have searched every inch of the first floor. Did anybody find any security cameras? I mean, we found them. We didn't find any. The footage is proof. Whether we discovered any cameras isn't what's important here. You were caught on camera. That's the only proof we need. Must be a puppet show. Huh? If you think about it, we've been getting tricked left and right. A fake Rekko, a fake Mishima AI. The kidnappers can move around fakes of us whenever and however they like. Why is he speaking so properly right now? You mean, looks like you got tricked, Sarah. Script by the kidnappers, actors are fakes. You fell for a fake movie put on by dolls. Why? Where does accent go? I don't know what you guys saw, but it was all a trap, I tell ya. Learn your lesson. Oh, there was the accent. Okay, never mind. But talk about a disadvantage. Preparing fakes to trick us with a stellar move by our enemies, huh? And can't take Kyutaro lightly either. Looks like you've been talked down for once, Miss Sarah. Anyways, I told you about the deal between me and So. And I mean, after we all looked at the laptop, I was passed out the whole time. There's got to be somebody more suspicious than me. I think we should double down. Hold on, why did you pass out in the room of rubble in the first place, Kyutaro? Well, I don't remember. No way. It's true, got no memory from the moment I entered that room. When I woke up, it was the main game. Now that's a rude awakening. So surely someone else knocked him out. Then we should find who did it, meow. They've got to be a villain, meow. Wolf. The last time I saw Kyutaro healthy, wasn't it when we were looking at the laptop? Then after the sacrifice was passed to me. I started to panic and ran off to get tokens. Right, I didn't see Kyutaro after that. If I can determine everyone's actions at the time... Mwahaha, interesting. Why don't we all give our alibis at that time? Okay, cool. When we shared the laptop, there was 6 of us in the lobby. Me, So, Kana, Sarah, Keji, and Alice. Sarah Chidon, we continued to look at the laptop after we took off running, though there wasn't much. After we were done looking at it, Kana went to deliver the laptop to So. Your friendly policeman stayed in the lobby for a little while. I wasn't feeling well and ran to the bathroom. I talked with Miss Now on the way back. Right, I talked with So about our plan to hack the fake Professor Mishima. I was searching the pitch black first floor, meow. This is true. I think all of them are telling the truth, but I think the only ones with a little leeway here are, it'd probably be Keji and, no. It'd probably be between Keji, Alice, and, Jin here, but Jin really was on the first floor because we followed him down there. So let's just go one by one. Your friendly policeman stayed in the lobby for a little while. People came by the lobby now and then, so I can verify their alibis. Any other questions, cute little detective? He's kinda in high spirits, alright. After we were done looking at it, Kana went to deliver the laptop to So. So was talking with Now in the room corridor. About what? Sorry, Kana just gave So the laptop and left right away, so... She was worried about Sarah, so Kana went looking around for her alone. Is that so? Okay, so... Keji said he saw everyone going through the lobby, so push come to shove, I think I could pit those two against each other. So when we shared the laptop, there were 6 of us in the lobby, okay? After the sound of the trade and you leaving, Sarah, I went back to searching too. After talking to Keji in the lobby, I went to the room of rubble, then lost consciousness. When I say I couldn't move all of a sudden and bumped my head on the wall, but we didn't find him on the wall. I wasn't feeling well, ran to the bathroom. I talked with Miss Now on the way back. Specifically, we talked about our hacking plan. Kana came to deliver the laptop during our chat. I thought about having Kana join the plan, but she promptly went off somewhere. That's my alibi, pretty much. Pretty amazing it could knock out Kyutaro. Stun guns are dangerous stuff. Huh? That statement just now. We never stated. We never said anything about that stun gun. We never said anything about that to you. You know the weapon used well so? Or uses well so? Huh? I quietly took the stun gun from the scene. So only Jin and I knew that. Kyutaro was attacked with a stun gun. Oops! The only other person who could know is the culprit. Mwahaha, a most unexpected slip up. So Hiyori used the stun gun to knock he used his Hugh name. Kyutaro out. Yes, it was you. I give. You found me out so easily. So, sorry, I didn't want anyone getting in the way of the hacking plan we were preparing. When he suddenly entered the room, I went and used it without even thinking. Where'd you find a dangerous thing like that? Huh, can't seem to recall. Wow? Something feels off. You'd really have to be at your wit's end to use a single-use stun gun. Was there something more going on between Kyutaro and So? That's enough. Just knowing who the culprit was is enough. That might be pointless to push any further. So's got no intention of explaining himself. For now, we should spare time for someone else. Indeed, only now do we have the time to suspect each other. Even if it's hard to say, we have to say it. You mean doubting so we can trust? That's right. Be brave and talk, everybody. Let's discuss if there's anyone besides So who's acted suspicious. If I have to say something, now Egokoro's actions had me wondering a bit. She was in the room of lies for quite a while. There's this video I've been curious about, so there's a certain someone I suspect a little. Actually, while I was searching the dark first floor, I saw a weird video, meow. Pretty curious about Jin's actions myself. Why did he know how to get to the first floor? Oh, we are not suspecting the kid! Alright, save it, please. Because I feel like I'm actually doing pretty good this time. Alright, so let's talk about... Okay, I think she's suspecting Keji. He said he saw something. He's suspecting her. He's suspecting Jin. So I think Jin is suspecting Alice at this point. I would like to hear what he has to say. Actually, while I was searching the dark first floor, I saw a weird video. There was a guy with glasses and something like an axe swung at his head. Oh no, he saw the same video we saw. Then he said Big Sis Sarah's name. It can't be that video. Of course I don't suspect you or anything, Meow. I got scared and left the room right away, but I'm sure that was a victim video, Meow. Okay. If I had to say something, now Egokoro's actions had me wondering a bit. She was in the room of lies for quite some time. Yet now strangeness is easily explained by the presence of the fake Mishima. There is no reason to suspect now. He seems to kind of favor now. Okay. Actually, this video, when I first watched it, I was too scared to look, so I used the fake Professor Mishima's monitor to play it again. What sort of video was this? Well, it's possible it was just faked, right? So I don't want to say anything irresponsible. I won't know unless you tell me. Well, look, it's that video I watched with you before, Sarah. A video I saw with her? Yeah, the victim video. Wait. The victim video now had. Now, you're talking about this victim video, aren't you? Ah, the one I dropped. Yes, that's exactly right. There was a woman tied up by chains and this terrifying device started up. And just like that, the woman died. And there was a man in front laughing. From behind, he looked like the policeman. Oh! To me, it looked like he left the woman to die. Huh, a shocking story. But it could always be a forgery. Then why don't we ask? Keji, is that video real or do you deny it? I'm doubting you so we can believe you. Keji. Protect him or say nothing. No, because we were the first ones who said it looked like Keji. So Keji, you gotta speak up, man. I want to know the truth of that video too. Miss Sarah, it looks like it'll be faster if you press the issue. Eh? I'm sure even Keji will open his mouth for his dear Miss Sarah. Expose the true colors he's kept hidden so long. Hey, you shut up to me. I'm counting on you. Expose Keji by my own hands. Alright, Keji, let's talk, man. Me and you, one-on-one. I didn't want to fight you, Sarah, but well... Can't let him mislead. Why does he seem kind of charming right now? Like the way he's looking at me. Like we're a teenager in high school. Chill with the flirting, buddy. Can't let him mislead me. I'll choose words I can refute and talk back. Let's discuss the victim video now saw. How about that? Alright. Sacrifice video shows the first trials, isn't that right? Mr. Policeman's first trial, well, everybody knows it. Hard to believe I'd show up in some woman's video. No, none of us have heard about what your first trial was yet, Keji. Please don't lie like so. Boy, that's a shocking comparison to hear. Sorry, I'll reflect on it. Was our scaredy cat now able to look right at the video? Maybe she averted her eyes in fears. It happens. If she saw it alone, I'm sure she could have made a mistake. Unfortunately, I watched it with her once in the monitor room. There's no mistake, Keji. So I see. Did you see your friendly policeman nice and clear? Can't really make a great call from a backside view. It's no good to suspect people over dubious information. How about this one? I can't identify you even from behind. Your golden hair, no one could imitate it. Pretty sure all our enemy need is a wig to imitate it, actually. In fact, they even got fake dolls. How can you prove it was the real me? Now, I didn't know which one to call there. Like what Kyutaro said, couldn't it be some sort of fake movie? Strange to suspect it, then turn around and believe this one. Should be no difference between the two after all. Between what two? What are we talking about? No, it's not fake or anything, but you couldn't prove it was real in Kyutaro's case. Can you prove it of this video? That was a failure. There's no relation between the woman and me, is there? Seems there is no... there's one whenever you do the first trial as a pair. Friend, sister, student, teacher, any sort of connection. I feel like there is. The woman in the video was wearing a police uniform. You're a policeman too, Keji. Is this just a coincidence? I give. Discussion in. I don't think I did good. I don't think I did good with that one. I give up. I can't beat you, Sarah. Please tell us everything, Keji. The video is real. The victim video that now saw, and it was also my first trial. The woman's name was Megumi Sasahara. She was my boss ever since I joined the force. I'm Keji Shinogi. I've been assigned here starting this week. It's good to meet you. Oh, he dyed his hair blonde. Good to meet you too. I'm Megumi Sasahara. I suppose this makes me your trainer. Well, pretty impressive for your age, Shinogi. Yes, ma'am. But you might be a bit too serious, even if you have stamina. You have to think about how to spend it or it won't last. I heard you were rather elite, Miss Megumi. Why would you serve as a trainer for the likes of me? I wonder indeed. I have high hopes for you. Yes, ma'am. But then came the day of my nightmares. I shot a person. The criminal in a certain case. Miss Megumi. What? Why am I not being punished? I've killed a person. In self-defense, yes. But the criminal wasn't even holding a weapon. That's just what the law says. You've done nothing wrong. Miss Megumi, I heard you made a backroom deal. So what? Get back to your duty. You're police. Well, she's the benefactor who protected me. I'll never forget it. I owed her the worst kind of debt. Left her to die? No, but I killed her. Megumi. Mr. Policeman, get a hold of yourself, meow! Sorry for keeping quiet, everyone. Truth is, your friendly policeman's not a policeman anymore. Keji. I'm surprised. What a dangerous individual we've had lurking in our midst. If you vote for me, I won't complain. No. Everyone, speaking of voting, I think it's about time to decide who you'll vote for and which four should enter the final vote. Meow. No, wait, that was way too quick. Well, you need time to work out the card trades this time, you see. Precisely. Choosing a victim without a satisfactory discussion is not an outcome we desire either. Then what to do? Kitaro, so Keji, I can't rightly say you're not suspicious. Hold up. Don't we need one more person though? Troubling, huh? If it's down to 3 options, it'll make our choices that much narrower. We gotta suspect someone again, Wolf? Then maybe it's better to think of who to leave out from the final vote. Who to leave out? Yeah. That's a good idea, Jin. Really, Wolf? If you aren't chosen in the preliminary vote and are dropped out, because you can no longer be chosen, there's no need to lie anymore. Indeed, that could be our greatest ally. Of course, if you're the sacrifice, it works against you. Got it, Wolf? Let's talk about who we want to leave out, meow. I think Big Sis Sarah should be left out, meow, because she's super dependable for reasoning, Wolf. We should leave out someone with lots of tokens, like Kyutaro. How about we leave out Jin since he doesn't have any tokens? We should be selecting Jin or Kana. Sacrificing a kid's no good at all. Soul should be left out. He did say he had to sacrifice at the start. I have to say, I'd be glad if Sarah was left out. Right, if we're leaving someone out, I think I'd say Miss Sarah too. Alright, so everyone, oh, I forgot they were dead. Alright, cool. Alright, first of all, I want to save it. So everyone pretty much said, okay. So he said, so. He was saying us. Now was saying, I can't remember. I don't remember. Just start extracting. Just start extracting. Start with Jin. I think Big Sis Sarah should be left out. Okay. How about we leave Jin out since he doesn't have any tokens? I'm trying to see if anyone's reacting to any of this, first of all. Nope. Okay, so let's extract. Start from the bottom. Now we're here. So should be left out. He did say he had the sacrifice card. His suspicious actions have had a purpose. By earning hate and losing trust, he's been gathering votes toward himself. So it's best we simply leave him out and have him sit in the corner of the room. If he's the sacrifice, he can vote twice for himself though, so he'll end up being selected. Indeed, how nasty. I think Big Sis Sarah should be left out, alright? And also, I swear to protect Miss... I sort of protect you. Jin, I believe in you, Mel. Okay. How about we leave out Jin since he doesn't have any tokens? Just listen, the best person to leave out is someone who's very likely to have the sacrifice. If the sacrifice comes around to you, you can trade it away if you have tokens, right? But Jin has 0 tokens. If Jin had the sacrifice even once, he wouldn't be able to trade it. And so there's a high chance he's the sacrifice. Oh, that's true. We should leave out someone with lots of tokens like Kyutaro. There's been a bunch of card trading this time. It's possible Kyutaro with all his tokens was involved in at least one trade. And him giving his tokens to So, that subject could really influence the discussion. We should leave him out to extract the info. I have to say I'd be glad if Sarah was left out. My reason, because you're the one I want to live most. No matter what. Oh, you're so cute. We shouldn't be selecting Jin or Kana. I ain't trying to look like a good person. I just feel like once we lose our sensibilities, we're gonna turn into demons. If it's gonna come to that, then pick me, Sarah. I mean, you're already in the final, man, dude. What are you talking about? Right, if we're leaving someone on, say leave out Miss Sarah because you're cute. What did you think I was gonna say? Ugh. When our escape failed, I looked at you and had a thought. She's acting kind of strange. You had the desperate look as if you had the sacrifice. And on top of that, a last-minute trade right after our escape failed. Just a tad suspicious, isn't it? I want to know the truth about you, Miss Sarah. We did have the sacrifice, but someone took it. Okay, you know what? A last-minute trade right after our escape. Oh, there we go. Hey, Kyutaro, how's it going? Kyutaro, is something the matter? There being a trade just before the main game, is that true? Huh? It is true, actually. Yes, it's true. Which means, yeah, just maybe I figured out who's got the sacrifice. Meow? What? How could you possibly know that from what we just... Kyutaro. I know, everybody listen up. I'm the keymaster. Huh? Yeah, I'm daring to say it before voting. What's this all of a sudden? I can't tell where you're going with this. You would say that, huh, Sarah? Huh? I'm sorry for taking the keymaster from you. Does he mean... Oh! So he initially gave us the sacrifice card, you motherfucker! The sacrifice card you got sent was mine, Sarah. It's Kyutaro who sent me the sacrifice, and he did it while we were looking at the laptop? Wasn't he there, though? And you still got the sacrifice now, ain't that right? What's he talking about? I have a commoner card now. Kyutaro's making a false accusation here. Stay calm, what do I do? Make use of this, explain myself. Just make use of it. You really think I'm the sacrifice? Yeah. Then just leave me out of the vote. Don't be misled, guys. The sacrifice gets 2 votes. If she puts those 2 votes towards herself, she's getting selected. In other words, if I'm not selected, that will be proof. Either way, nobody vote for Miss Sarah and we'll have proof. I would like that, but it's about time we proceed with the vote. Please wait, can we decide on such an important vote with so much still unclear? Ugh, we just can't sort it out in such a short time. What do we do? One of these candidates is going to end up the victor, remember? We really should discuss some more. You sure don't know when to give up. Time is up. Please select the 4 who will remain in the final vote. Enter your votes, please. So, I honestly, please choose who to vote for. I'm voting Kyutaro. Yes, because screw you. All votes have been received. Displaying results. Damn. Oh, I was the only idiot who voted for Kyutaro? Well, screw you, dude. But nobody voted for me because I think they thought I was the sacrifice. The first vote is over, and I wasn't chosen. Relief. I can feel my strained nerves loosening. But why these 4? Sarah, you... It's just like I said, I'm not the sacrifice, I'm a commoner. 4 will advance to the final vote. So Hiyori. Kana Kizuchi. Keji Shinogi. Now Egokoro. Why me? Why did they pick now? This isn't right. I know this to spare myself. You can't want to have a conversation when you feel like this, which is why it's my role to inspire them. Like Keji did for me in the first main game. Just lift your heads up. We've always done when we had to do. No matter how cruel it is, you can't stop. But, Kana, we're not your enemies. Even if someone is the sacrifice, we move in the same direction. We talk and we advance the discussion. Sarah! Well, haha, you're right. Yeah. The real battle begins here. Everyone. Alright, first, it's time for those of us who weren't picked to guide the discussion. Incidentally, I am a commoner. Be at ease. Alice is a commoner too. Muzzle Gorilla, it's not the time to shrivel up, meow. Let's remember the card trades in order, Wolf. Yeah. I miss Joe. Why do they keep showing me him? Now please grasp your fate with your own hands. You not all, or may you not all perish. Now we will have an in-depth discussion on the card trades, understood? Stripey, leave us to us, meow. Gashu quietly sat in the chair again. There were 4 trades made in total. That ain't that many. By the way, I've been a commoner the whole way, Wolf. Didn't get traded with even once, meow. Trading cards requires 50 tokens. It's not as if just anyone could do it. This is true. So only people who had the option to trade would have been Kyutaro and So, right? Or no, Kyutaro definitely would have been one of the main ones to do it. So trading cards requires 50 tokens, not just anyone could do it. The token ranking, as I recall, put Kyutaro Hamburger in first and Jin Ibushi in last. Now Egokoro was also low ranking. Of the 4 candidates, I suppose now was the only one who lacked the tokens to make a trade. By the way, I've been a commoner the whole way, Wolf. Didn't get traded with even once, meow. My heart was pounding, wondering when I'd get past a bad card, meow. But my role didn't change up to the very end, Wolf. I made it through all 5 trades, meow. There were 4 trades made in total. That ain't that many. Honestly, it's all a mess in my head. Glad we got given more time to sort it out. So let's say... No. Okay, so Kyutaro's saying there was only 4 trades made in total. There wasn't that many. Wait. What did Jin say? I'm sorry. I made it through all 5 trades. Oh, okay, here we go. Muscle Gorilla, that's wrong, meow. What? There were 5 trades, Wolf. 5? Wait, huh? But my memory, there were 3 trades. Then I heard there was 1 just before the main game. Oh, I get it. You misunderstood, Kyutaro. There were 2 trades while you were out. What? That don't make no sense. That's our line, meow. Sorry, but nobody's giving me an explanation. Well, that's on us. Cubitaro Hamburger. When was it you passed Sarah Chidon the sacrifice card? In fact, did you have the sacrifice to start? Nah, that ain't it. The first card I had was Commoner. I get it. That tells me most of the trades. Well, I don't have a clue. Wolf, why is that, Meow? Because your friendly policeman made the first trade. What did you say? Who'd you trade with and what? I gave Sarah the Keymaster. Eh? Then what card did Sarah start with? I have no reason to lie. I was a commoner. At first, I was a commoner. You traded Keymaster for commoner, Meow? And I deepened our trust doing it. Let's do a little sort out. In the first trade, I passed the Keymaster into Sarah's hands. In the second trade, what got traded? Someone sacrificed for Kitaro's commoner. It had to be... When was the second trade? Because we didn't get touched in the second trade, right? We still had the Keymaster. So it had to be somebody's sacrifice for Kitaro's commoner. Exactly. Someone's sacrifice was swapped with Kitaro's commoner. And in the third trade, Sarah's Keymaster and Kitaro's sacrifice were swapped. Yep, that's what it means. Muscle Gorilla, tell us everything you can remember, Meow. You have an obligation to properly explain to us the third trade. Okay. At the time of the third trade, I was searching the first floor alone, Meow, so I want to know the situation. I shall tell you, the third trade occurred when everyone was sharing the laptop. These trades, I'd better keep them sorted out in my head. You can now sort out the details of the trades. Okay, let's get this all sorted out. So the top row of this table is what cards everyone had to start with. Those further to the right had more tokens to spin, in broad strokes at least. The next row is what cards everyone had after the first trade. Below that, after the second trade, after the third trade, and so on and so forth, alright? So the bottom row is after the fifth trade, in other words, the rows they ended up with. Of course, this is all guesswork. I'll rework it if new information comes up. So, honestly, that sacrifice on him is a question mark right now. Alright, well, let's take some statements out. I should tell you the third trade occurred when everyone was sharing the laptop. Remembering that photo on the laptop still makes my heart quake. But what's important now is that card trade. In the end, it was mutual betrayal. Cubitaro Hamburger, despite being right there, he traded his sacrifice to you. Such a cold-blooded man. Don't speak of bonds to me. Huh? Something strange here. This is true. We were on the laptop. How was he able to trade it? Yeah, here we go. Come here. Why won't you deny it, Kutaro? What? I mean, you need a ring-up box to trade. If he used one on the spot, shouldn't we have seen him do it? What could he be hiding? Oh yeah, I got my mouse, baby. Ah, it's getting faster. Ah, it's getting faster. Yes. Be as silent as you want. It's no use. I spit it all out, Kitaro. I mean to cooperate with Sarah. I meant to cooperate with Sarah, with everyone. But I got used for convenience. I'm pathetic. A pathetic adult. The third trade, my sacrifice being sent to Sarah, it wasn't me, it was Soul's doing. Say what? I don't know what you're talking about. Soul knew. He knew I had the sacrifice. What? When everybody was sharing the laptop, Soul wasn't going to use the toilet. He went to use the ring-up box to trade my sacrifice and Sarah's Keymaster. Don't know anything about it. Oh, that's right, because the ring... It didn't necessarily say that you had to trade with someone else. It just said you could swap people's cards at will. Wait a second. He chose two other people and made them trade? You can do that? It must be possible, huh? So you can say that with confidence. So isn't it about time you confess? Tell us your real reason for sharing the laptop. Such a deeply suspicious individual, Keji. The discussion is stuck in equilibrium, failing to come to an agreement. How about I hear the truth from your mouth? About what? Between the statements these two give, I should either affirm correct ones or deny incorrect ones. Kitaro couldn't do the third trade. I was on the toilet, so I couldn't either, so Kitaro couldn't do it. Exactly, because he was with us. The question is, how did you know the sacrifice? She's just rolling on ahead with this assumption that I knew, huh? Did you learn about Kitaro's sacrifice via hacking? Couldn't I just take a peek to do that? No, you couldn't, because nobody could look at his thing. Oh yeah, then I guess I couldn't have done it. Is my suspicion clear? That's wrong. Oh, couldn't I just take a peek? Did he learn about Kitaro's No, I didn't do anything like that. You have no proof. Now that you mentioned it, I'm at a loss. That's wrong. Okay, so I denied him. Couldn't I just take a peek? Kitaro's intent was to negotiate with So, and as a condition for his trade, he showed So his sacrifice card. It's natural to think that. Such an active imagination, Miss Sarah. How about you use that imagination to consider what their negotiation was like? Okay, cool. So I messed up like 10 times there. Kitaro started to negotiate outside So's bedroom. Huh? Were you watching or what? Okay, so it was affirmed. He must have left him in the room quickly and struck the deal. I'm not brave enough to let Kitaro in. He must have let him in the room quickly and struck the deal. No, you were brave. Nah, I was trembling like a puppy. Miss Sarah, don't lump strangers in with weirdly powerful high school girls like yourself. What do you mean weirdly powerful? He must have let him in the room quickly and struck the deal. I'm not brave enough to let Kitaro in. I don't think it's his statement. I think it's something with this statement. He must have let him in the room quickly and struck the deal. I'm sure So was on guard. Kitaro's taken the laptop from him once before. So wouldn't let him in the room with no questions asked. Then did they make the deal through the door? How amusing, I just thought of a way. Kitaro slipped the tablet under the door. When he considered I might betray him? This is true. He must have considered betrayal. Then he wouldn't risk it, would he? Ah, no! Okay. We're gonna start from the beginning, alright? So Kitaro couldn't do the third trade. This was true, exactly, because he was with us. The question is, how did he know the sacrifice? Alright, so then the second one, did he learn about Kitaro's sacrifice via hacking? Couldn't I just take a peek at it? This is true. Kitaro wanted to make a deal with them, so he probably just showed him the card. Alright, so Kitaro started the negotiation outside of So's bedroom. Huh, were you watching or what? So, this is true. Even So's already recognized that fact. How did So react to Kitaro's proposition? So he must have let him in the room quickly and struck the deal. I'm not brave enough to let Kitaro in. I would say deny. I'm sure So was on guard. Kitaro's taken the laptop from him once before. So wouldn't let him in the room, no questions asked. Then did they make a deal through the door? How amusing, I just thought of a way. He slipped the tablet under the door when he considered I might betray him. So I already said affirm once, and that was not right. Kitaro slipped the tablet under the door. That's it exactly. That's what Kitaro did to propose his deal. So it must have been fairly wary of Kitaro, who could best him using force. So Kitaro informed him that he was the sacrifice in advance. Not vocally, but by showing him his tablet. So you had yet another objective on top of tokens and the Sarah folder to control the sacrifice as you wanted. All right, I had to take a short break, but by a short break, I mean an entire day because as you heard, I had a distraction and then I had to go to work. But here we are, back at it again. All right, so to control the sacrifice as you wanted. You got it. After the second trade, me and Kana were working on the escape plan. Then I heard Kitaro through the door. Want to make a deal, he said. I didn't care to listen, but he slid his tablet under the door. And there I saw it, the sacrifice. How brave of him to go as far as offering up info just so I'd share the laptop. What do you know? Sarah, you saw that first floor security footage, right? Well, it's the truth. I haven't discussed my first trial, have I? It was one absurd trial, I'll tell you. They told me, set up the props used for the death game. Then it's true, you set up the cards? Yeah, of course I didn't know what they meant yet. Once I found out, I knew Kai's fate was set. It's like I killed him. Kai took the Sage card I just placed at random. That's why I at least wanted to get Kai's laptop back one more time. Such an emotional story. So that's what drove you to give me the whole 100 tokens? Well, 100? Meow? That's enough for 2 trades. Are you insane? But you left yourself enough for just 1 trade. How cunning, pretending to risk your life, but not forgetting to protect yourself. What a dirty adult you are. Say again? All told, you left yourself an escape route. If you were in a pickle, you could pass the sacrifice away from yourself. That's why I decided to act first and send the sacrifice to someone else. To Miss Sarah, always thinking of her allies. Is that the truth of the 3rd trade? I was hopeful it might make you tear off your sheep's clothing. Why does he do all this to me? But you went above and beyond my expectations. Eh? The 4th trade was you, wasn't it, Miss Sarah? What do you mean by that? I mean, the sacrifice, is what killed Joe, yes? I didn't have tokens, I didn't, do any trade. We're gonna go with... I didn't have tokens. I didn't even have enough tokens, I couldn't do any trades. No tokens? That's hard to believe. Quiet Loner, I was with Big Sis Sarah for the 4th trade, Wolf. So was I. Sarah didn't do any trade then. Well then, it must have been an ally who did it for you. Keji, you took the sacrifice from Miss Sarah, didn't you? What? What's the meaning of this? It's really very simple. I like how he made them look evil. The 2 of them were accomplices. Miss Sarah and Keji formed a terrifying plan involving the sacrifice. To achieve victory in the main game by way of said sacrifice, they schemed to escape by working together and having Keji win the vote. I suspect the 5th trade that followed was Miss Sarah and Keji making a bluff. They just picked 2 random commoners to have trade. Then you say Keji Shinogi has the sacrifice? That's all a wild fabrication. I mean, the sacrifice I had was taken away by the 5th trade. Sal spouting nonsense to lead everyone by the nose. If my reasoning is correct, Keji is the sacrifice and the Sage is Miss Now, perhaps? I'm the Sage? Yep, so it may well be fine to have Miss Now die this time. Wait a second. At the start you said you were the sacrifice. Yep, that was a lie. I'm a commoner. No way. Then wouldn't you be in the same boat as me? Huh, I see. Guess choosing anybody but Keji is the same in the end. Then let's vote for Kana since she's the least valuable. So... Enough. It's been a long time since I've hated somebody this much. Here's a friendly little police report. I long since used up all my tokens. And you want me to just believe that? So you're just dying to say I ended up being the sacrifice, aren't you? Disclosure. Unfortunately, I'm the keymaster. Huh? Wait, how did he get the keymaster? Wait, no. Because it went to Kyutaro after it left Sarah, right? What are you saying? The keymaster is Kyutaro, though. Looks like we got him good. My real role is Sage. Kyutaro's the Sage? Ridiculous. That's impossible. It's possible, alright. And as the Sage, I'm making an announcement. Keji's without a doubt the Keymaster. It can't be true, that's all. You were on the right track to think accomplices. But it wasn't Sarah I teamed up with, it was Kyutaro. That was genius, but how did he end up... Hold on, wait. Let's tell the truth of the fourth trade, shall we? The trade between Mr. Policeman and Kyutaro. I don't get it, it's not making any sense. First, when So betrayed me with the sacrifice, I went stomping around in a rage. When I heard what happened, I proposed to Kyutaro that we team up. And so in the fourth trade, you two traded your cards. That fourth trade sure ended up punishing the loner now, meow. Hold on, Kyutaro, weren't you passed out during the fourth trade? No, I think what happened was, I think Kyutaro was passed out during the fifth trade, wasn't he? Okay, hold on a sec. Oh wait, no, he had to be passed out during both of them. Okay, let's talk to you. First, when Soul betrayed me with the sacrifice, I was stomping around in a rage. Seeing you at Funny Sarah, I was convinced the sacrifice had moved to you. I wouldn't let it stand. I decided I'd knock him down and take my tokens back. Keji noticed me then and came to talk. He persuaded me to give it up. Didn't know what Soul was thinking after all. And so I trusted Keji and had him take custody of all my remaining tokens. All of them? Wait, but didn't Soul say he had 100 tokens? When I learned about the sacrifice incident, I proposed to Kyutaro that we team up. That said, when I first spotted him, I just pacified him since he was pissed. But I ended up talking with Kyutaro and we thought things over. In the fourth trade, I traded my card with Kyutaro's Keymaster. But actually, I went and did this trade myself while Kyutaro was passed out. Seems Kyutaro figured it out during the main game and was able to put the story together. It's all owed to the power of that card, even my noticing of Kyutaro's Keymaster. Oh, so he did it while he was passed out. So I think it's gonna be Soul versus Keji. Kyutaro, weren't you passed out during the fourth trade? I mean, Keji could do the trade himself, but... is he panicking? He hasn't worked out his logic. That fourth trade sure ended up punishing the loner, meow. I'm sure Mr. Policeman was burning with the desire to see justice carried out, meow. He used the whole 50 tokens to trade cards with Muscle Gorilla just to defeat the loner. Huh? Before Mr. Policeman said he didn't have any tokens at the fourth trade, then he couldn't have traded. What about... So I handed Keji all of my tokens. What about you versus you? There we go. You gave him all your tokens, meow? Sure did. It seems like that landed way outside Soul's ballpark. Shut up! Running out of leeway, are we? I still got doubts. I can't be convinced with just that. After all, Keji, why were you able to know about Kyutaro having the Keymaster? Isn't the only way to do that during the main game with the Sage's power of clairvoyance? Huh? So you still don't know? Okie dokie, let's resume the discussion. We were able to extract a new statement from So. I just have to keep going. Seeing through to who the Keymaster is isn't the only way to do that during the main game with the Sage's power of clairvoyance. Keji noticed something was up. That's when I handed him my tokens. Sure enough, seems like I got knocked out and taken out in advance. It's all to the power of that card, even my noticing of Kyutaro's Keymaster. Oh! So this because he had the Sage. I got it. Yes, store statement, and it's you. The power of that card. You don't mean... Yeah, the Sage's clairvoyance, of course. The Sage could use clairvoyance even outside of the main game? That's what the tablets are for. You intentionally didn't mention it? Well, unraveled all the mysteries now. This should prove it. Mr. Policeman used clairvoyance to see Kyutaro's Keymaster. Then I made the fourth trade to swap Kyutaro's Keymaster with my Sage. And now there isn't even a need to discuss the fifth trade anymore. Convinced of your victory earlier, you confessed I'm a commoner. Any other questions? No, there's something odd about Keji's story. It'll become clear if I look back at the trade so far. The card I had at first was a commoner. Keji's was the keymaster. And in the first trade, the keymaster was sent to me and my commoner to Keji. Next, the second trade. The sacrifice went to Kyutaro and his commoner went to someone else. Next, the third trade. So initiated a trade that sent the sacrifice and Kyutaro the keymaster. In the fourth trade, the keymaster went to Keji and the sage to Kyutaro. When did Keji get the sage? He's not the sage. The part that's strange is the sage card. That's right, the sage is out of place. Keji should have been a commoner the whole time. So why did Keji have the sage at the time of the fourth trade? That must mean Keji's first card wasn't keymaster. He's lying about having the sage. Oh, you know what? Keji's first card probably wasn't the keymaster. He was probably the sage, and he knew who the keymaster was. He knew who the keymaster was. So he took their keymaster card and traded it to Sarah. He wasn't the keymaster. You lying SOB. He had the sage from the beginning. And so his clairvoyance let him see who had the keymaster from the beginning too. Which is why in the first trade, he could make me and the person with the keymaster trade. But if he did that, hasn't he been lying to me this whole time? Are you really going to vote for So? Now, something's not right. We should discuss this a little more. Stop it. Aren't you a candidate? You won't have to get picked. I'm afraid too, but I just get a weird feeling. Are we sure So is really a commoner and that Keji is the keymaster? Now, something's odd. It's not odd. Yeah, no, something's odd. You're exactly right. There are still mysteries remaining. In the fifth trade, why did someone trade for the sacrifice I had? And the other party was a commoner. This isn't a problem we can ignore. Yeah, meow, the fifth trade, we should talk about it some, Wolf. If by any chance we pick the sacrifice, we're done for, you know. We shouldn't need any more discussion. Keji, digging up old conclusions is just gonna make us more lost. It's your turn to die, So. Oh, he's coming after him. Oh my gosh. That's kind of scary. This is kind of weird. Keji, I don't like this. That's how it'll end. No. We can't do that, Keji. As long as we have time, we should seek the truth. Alright. Let's do it. We'll discuss the roles of the 4 who are in the final vote. Oh, Lord. There's someone who moved Sarah's sacrifice via the 5th trade. If Keji Shinogi is the keymaster, the sacrifice should be So, Kana, or Now, yes? Is the loner really a commoner, meow? Should we believe that, Wolf? It's alright. So was convinced the whole time that Sarah traded away the sacrifice. In other words, Kana or Now, which of them would have the sacrifice? I don't believe it. Keji and Kyutaro are lying. Woo, child. Okay, this is getting deep. Let's keep going. All right. I don't believe it. Keji and Kyutaro are lying. Damn it. Damn it. So isn't seeming very persuasive at all. So was convinced the whole time that Sarah traded away his sacrifice. That's to say, So fell for Keji's trick. The location of the sacrifice or any other card, he didn't know one lick about the truth. If he'd stolen my tablet when he knocked me out, maybe he could have learned my card. But I kept it on me at all times to avoid just that. Kept it tucked beneath my clothes. So didn't have a chance to do tomfoolery. He's a commoner. His tablet, huh? Wait, we have his tablet. Right? So could we just show it to him? Wait, let's see what everyone else has to say. Kana or now, which of them would have the sacrifice? It's just painful to think it over anymore. Vote for Soul and let's end this, Sarah. If Keji Shinogi is the Keymaster, the sacrifice should be Soul, Kana, or now, yes. If So Hiyori's unrest is genuine, was it Kana Kazuchi? Is the loner really a commoner, meow? Should we believe that, Wolf? What if it's all the loner lying, Wolf? Well, I mean, we know the loner. Him not being able to refute anything is weird, meow. Could it be he's actually accomplices with Bucket Girl and putting on an act, meow? I don't think he's putting on an act. I think he's genuinely shocked right now. Is the policeman really the Keymaster? Isn't there something strange here? Is there any possibility that his Keymaster was sent somewhere else at some point? Kitaro's sage power should let him see that Keji's the Keymaster. Then is that possibility zero? He already looked at it. What was his statement? I don't believe it, Keji and Kitaro are lying. He doesn't seem oh, you know what? I think it's the item, and I think it's going to be the tablet on you. Kitaro, you're saying you had your tablet on you at all times, yes? Yep, take a look, it's right here. And when you woke up, where was it? On the table in the Last Supper room. On the table? I'd call that being off you, man. Oh, that's funny. As I thought. That tablet Kitaro has now is a spare. This tablet I picked up was lying near you when you were passed out. What'd you say? I would assume this is Kitaro's original tablet. The question is, why was it lying on the floor? Soul took it, Kitaro sleepily discarded it. It's because Soul took the tablet from Kitaro. What? But they're locked by fingerprints, Wolf. Sure, but while near him, he could bypass that by simply pressing the fainted Kitaro's finger to it. And so we arrive at an outrageous truth. What do you mean by that? Depending on when Soul looked at the tablet, he might have seen through our entire strategy. What? The worst time for it would be after the 4th trade. That's when Kitaro had the Sage and I had the Keymaster. If he saw the tablet then, he could use Kitaro's Sage power to also know I was the Keymaster. So, has Soul just been acting fooled? Shoot, you got me. Or not, wonder if I'm acting right now, or maybe I'm telling the truth. So, not good. Now there's the possibility that Soul has the sacrifice. It's not good. We shouldn't vote for Soul Hiyori. Guess not. You can vote for Kana or Miss Now, whichever you like. Why you? Well then, let's resume the discussion, guys. We'll discuss who it's safe to vote for. We gotta find the one with the least chance of having the sacrifice. So Hiyori must be avoided at all costs, for we don't know what he's thinking. But between Bucket Girl and Big Miss Now, is there any real difference, Wolf? You need a certain amount of tokens to take the sacrifice from Sarah in the 5th trade. So I think, okay, let's save it first. So you would need a certain amount of tokens. So at this point, it's like, who would have that amount of tokens at this point? And I think the only person I can think of would be maybe Kana. I don't know. Okay, you know what? Let's talk. Everybody, let's talk. We gotta find the one with the least chance of having the sacrifice. But I don't know the aim of the one who did the trade. What possibilities are there? You'd need a certain amount of tokens to take the sacrifice from Sarah in the 5th trade. If you consider the token count, you'll get your answer. Okay, well, it wasn't Jin. So Hiyori must be avoided at all costs, but we don't know what he's thinking. We just have to choose now, between Now and Kana. But between Bucket Girl and Big Sis Now, is there any real difference, Wolf? All I can think of is tokens, meow. Bucket Girl had a lot, and Big Sis Now only had a little. What do we even do now, meow? Okay, tokens. Got it. Got it. Like Jin says, Now hardly hasn't had any tokens. Surely she couldn't have been the one to take the sacrifice from Sarah. But wait a second. Wait a minute. Okay, and this is a real stretch from my end. But remember earlier, somebody said, I think it was Alice. said that they saw Now hanging out in the room of lies for like a really long time. And remember when we ran to the room of lies to try and get the tokens from Reko's body? Yeah, maybe, and this is just a thought, maybe Now ran in there and took Reko's tokens and used them. I'm just saying, that's a theory. That is a theory. Then is Now the one with the least likelihood? Well, wait, please. This isn't right. Big sis Meow. Least likelihood? Are you going to kill me with such vague reasoning? Please have another discussion. You're right, we can't end this discussion. What are you saying? I just remembered something. There was a way anyone could get tokens. Miss Sarah, you know it too, don't you? A way for anyone to get token from my stolen... See, did I not just say that? Oh my gosh, I totally just said that. But here's the thing. It couldn't have been from her stolen wallet because her wallet was in her room and I don't think anyone had access to her room, so it had to be from Reko. By stealing tokens from Reko's body. I knew you could do it. Big sis Now wouldn't do such a thing, Meow. I knew it. I totally called it. But it's true. When I went to check the body, the tokens were already gone. And Now was closely inspecting the room of lies. Nah, it ain't just Now who could have done it. Couldn't any of us gotten those tokens? In other words, everyone has the potential to possess the sacrifice. It all ends with a game of trust. Then that last action is going to be the key. What were each of us doing at the time of the 5th trade? As in, just before the main game started, Wolf? Hope you can find the sacrifice. We have to determine based on Soul, Kana, and Now's actions at the time of the 5th trade. I was sitting on the stairs thinking back on everything that had happened. I was on the laptop in the winner's room the whole time. Will you believe that? Kana wasn't really doing anything, just wandering absent-mindedly. Did anybody see what the three were doing? I was moving rubble with Keji Shinogi. I didn't see what those three were up to. I was searching all by myself to see if there were any other exits, Meow. Okay, truth. There was a cell phone on the staircase, though. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that cell phone that was on the staircase? Just throwing that out there. We did see Now on the staircase, but then she disappeared and that cell phone appeared. Jin really was searching around. We did confirm that. We confirmed that Keji and Alice were in fact moving the rubble and Kitaro was knocked out. So was in that room upstairs doing the stuff on the laptop. He has an alibi. But he did say he could possibly hack the tablets. So Kana's like the only one without a logical alibi, but Now is kind of suspicious right now. I was sitting on the stairs thinking back on everything that had happened. The hope of escape had vanished. I couldn't even stand up. Everything I'm saying is true, Sarah. Please save me. I was searching all by myself to see if there were any other exits, Meow. I didn't see those three, Meow. Sorry, Wolf. Come to think of it, didn't you tell me you found something while searching? Meow, yeah. There was a smartphone on the stairs, Wolf. What? But it wouldn't even make calls. It was useless for escape, Meow. This is true. I was moving rubble with Keji Shinogi. I didn't see what those three were up to. I rested for not a second while moving that debris. All I can prove is Keji Shinogi's alibi. We have to determine based on Soul, Kana, and Now's actions at the time of the 5th trade. Your friendly policeman was shoving aside rubble. I don't know a thing. Kana, what were you doing? Kana wasn't really doing anything, just wandering absent-mindedly. Kana, why aren't you speaking? Question! Are you hiding something, Kana? Come to think of it, I feel like you were the only one I didn't see around then. Really, where were you? I was looking for something I dropped. Something she dropped? The cell phone. Give me that. Did we pick up the cell phone or did somebody take it? Crap. Okay, you know what? No, go back. Go back. Kana, was it a smartphone you lost? How did you know? Sure enough. I bet it's the same smartphone I found in Kana's first trial room. Jin, tell me, where did you pick that up? It was a ways down the stairs, meow. Oh, she must have just dropped it while we were all climbing the stairs, surely. I see, that's not it. Why are you protecting Kana? Are you protecting Kana, so? Me? Stick up for Kana? Think back for me. When we were climbing the stairs, so and Kana were walking in front. If she had dropped the phone then, everyone would have noticed. In short, this was only dropped after we all climbed up to the exit. Kana dropped it while descending the stairs. What did she descend for? Why did you try to hide this, Kana? Because... Big Sis Sarah, there's a message on this phone, meow. Right. That's what Kana's sister... Huh? It's a different message. Thank you. I love you, sister. Now it's Kana's turn to protect her big sister. Because that's how Kana can atone. This. Please get that back. Hold on. Did you write this, Kana? But Kana's big sister is already dead. Could it be the sister in this message is... No way. Her sister in heaven or Sarah? Sarah? I don't want to guess wrong here. Surely not. Is that right, Kana? Your sister here is me? Yes. I know it's strange, but Kana, you're... And so you wanted to save Sarah that much? Yes. Hey, Kana? Was it you who traded away Sarah's sacrifice? Oh, Kana, please, no, don't do this. To avoid using the ring-up box in the winner's room, you return to the 3rd floor to trade. Hey now, you're talking like Kana's... Are you saying she took the sacrifice to protect Sarah? That's so... No. What she did was she probably knew that she could trade with others. And she probably knew that Sarah had the sacrifice. Because of the way Sarah went off running. Everybody knew. So she probably traded her sacrifice to So. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking So was the sacrifice. It's inconceivable. No, I don't want to conceive of it. Deny it, Kana. What worthless reasoning. That's all a load of... No, it's all correct. You idiot. Don't say anything. Kana did the 5th trade. She won't hide the truth anymore. Kana did it. She really did it to protect me. She took the sacrifice for herself. This is just the worst outcome. Such foolishness. So you caught on at some point, didn't you? That's why you were trying to, That's why you were trying to move the votes towards Kana. Shut up. Since there was no other way for Kana to survive. Please wait. Will you listen carefully to what Kana has to say? Okay. The floor is yours, princess. With the 5th trade, Kana switched her card and Sarah's card. What are these water drops? Oh my gosh. Save, save, save. With the 5th trade, Kana switched her card and Sarah's card. Once she knew escape wasn't possible anymore, she had no idea what to do. Then she looked at the phone. Seeing her sister's words calmed her heart. And she came to despise herself for not being able to do anything. This whole time, Kana had just kept betraying her sister, the others, Sarah. She just had a feeling that Soul had sent the sacrifice to Sarah. Kana doesn't get the complicated trade talk. She can't even reason out who gave who what. Even so, she was certain of just one thing. Because Sarah is so kind, she couldn't trade the sacrifice to anyone. Kana. She didn't want to let Sarah die. And also, she didn't want to make So a murderer. That seemed more painful than her own death. So she traded her commoner for Sarah's sacrifice. Kana. But... the card she received was a oh, whoa! Hold on, what? What? Yeah! What's going on here, Kana? Kana doesn't understand either. She's sure she traded cards with Sarah, but it wasn't the sacrifice. Unthinkable. What is Kana saying? It's all true, please believe me. At any rate, we just have to talk about Kana's statement. Oh Lord, what just happened? I can't believe Bucket Girl Wolf. She's lying to try and confuse us, Meow. Well, maybe Kana just messed up who she was trading with or something. Some unique situation that caused the roll to just disappear. Is that possible? I wonder. It was machine error. Maybe the tablet broke and the trade went wrong. Don't tell me. I wonder if Soul hacked the roll cards themselves. I don't know what to believe. I can't see through to the truth in their hearts right now. So we might just have to find the objective truth. The truth? Oh my gosh, what just happened? What a twist! Okay. So Keji can't tell. She was saying, what if So was hacking or something, but So did say that he could hack the tablets at one point. So is hardly saying anything. I can't read his thoughts. Alright, well, let's talk to you. Don't tell me I wonder if So hacked the roll cards themselves. This might be an absurd opinion, but So was spending his remaining time messing with the laptop in the winner's room, right? I wonder, did he hack the card data then? Is that even possible? Because, I mean, there isn't anyone but So who could cause an irregularity, is there? Someone who could cause an irregularity. Somebody who could cause an irregularity. Would that be Kyutaro? I can't believe Bucket Girl Wolf. She's lying to try to and confuse us. She's been betraying us over and over. She's even less trustworthy than the Loner Wolf. Don't trust Bucket Girl, Big Sis Sarah. It was machine error. Maybe the tablet broke and the trade went wrong. This is the truth. The truth can be very simple. Some unique situation that caused the roll to just disappear. Is that possible? Maybe the influence of Soul's hacking extended to the roll data or something. Some nice evidence would make that a whole lot more convincing. Too bad. Maybe Kana just messed up who she was trading with or something. I don't know how to bring up boxes work, but if you're just saying names into the receiver, there could be mistakes. And yet my sacrifice, I definitely moved. If it ain't Kana's mistake, then maybe the floor master purposely changed the destination, something like that. Gashu changed the trade? Come to think of it, wasn't Miley talking about some transgression of Gashu's just before the main game? Oh, that's right! Yes! There was a possibility. Something separate from Soul's hacking. And an irregularity that definitely occurred. The transgression by Floor Master Gashu. Excuse me? Remember what Miley said before the main game? Gashu, are you listening? You've really gone and mucked things up. You've made a flagrant transgression, one that shakes the very core of the main game. Oh, see, if she hadn't have said anything, they would have never had that. And despite being such a huge transgression, it hasn't shown itself at all thus far. And now this illogical movement of the cards, that's tormenting us. Could this very issue be Gashu's transgression? If we believe Kana, that's the only explanation. So Uncle Crabstash manipulated the movement of the cards, meow? But for the Floor Master, what would be the merit of doing that? Well, I don't know. There's no merit. There is some merit. Because remember, we read the book. There was some sort of merit, and that's why Gashu pushed us through the argument. I see. If his goal could be made clear, maybe we'd know. Who he moved the sacrifice to, that is. Quite the off-mark inference. Okay. Is it alright for you to be using your time on this? Gashu, if you haven't engaged in any misconduct, then promise us. I know the Floor Master's code. If we can expose your transgression, this main game won't count. We demand a second attempt 24 hours later. You just know everything, don't you? As to be expected from Miss Sarah Chidoan. Promise or no promise, I will simply carry out my duty as per the code. Whoa, you for real? He said it. With 24 hours, we could even reattempt our escape. But are you certain? If you cannot prove it, you will only be losing time to spend on other reasoning. It's okay. This new possibility we've spun, this theory wasn't being directed at Gashu. So please tell us the truth. The other possibility is that you did some sort of hacking to the roll cards, so if we know whether the claim is true or not, we can fight. Let's all combine forces to win an extension. Kana. Yes? You really don't have the sacrifice? It's okay, Kana really doesn't have the sacrifice. I see. I didn't access the roll cards. I didn't do any hacking to them. So, that's the truth, Miss Sarah. No lies, no tricks. All right, let's quit deceiving each other. Let's work to expose Gashu's transgression. Just what I wanted to hear. This is a turning point in our destiny. A path we could never have reached if we were trapped by endless suspicion. The path of us all trusting each other and battling the kidnappers head on. Together we'll expose Gashu's misdeed. So now we have to figure out what the floor master did. Hey! I'm liking this music, boy, and I love that the background changed, yo. Gashu had something to gain from tampering with the trade. Perhaps he sent the sacrifice towards someone who he wanted to kill. Or else, you think there was somebody who Gashu didn't want to die? Is there an answer in the clues we have left? There's a fundamental issue. Maybe the sacrifice wasn't actually sent to anybody. I actually think it's what Keji said, and I think it was sent to Kyutaro's original tablet. So we're gonna go ahead and just talk to everyone. There's a fundamental issue. Maybe the sacrifice wasn't actually sent to anybody. So Gashu's transgression was making the sacrifice vanish. Seems unthinkable, sure, but it's just one possibility. There is something curious about the antagonism between Gashu and Miley. Is there an answer in the clues we have left? Out of all of the evidence we've seen so far, is there anything related to this transgression? Is there something like that? I think there is, there isn't. Is there anything related to the transgression? If there is, I should know it. I should show it to Kana. If there isn't, I should tell her there isn't. I don't think there is. No, none of the evidence. That's what I thought. We've discussed all the evidence already. Unless there's some new evidence that hasn't come up in discussion, I don't see any leads. Some yet unused evidence. Okay. Or else you think there was somebody who Gashu didn't want to die. The person with the sacrifice is real likely to die. That's why Gashu meddled. Like, I don't want them to die, so I'll move the sacrifice to somebody else. Who's them here? That's obvious. The person who normally end up having the sacrifice. Kana. Okay. Gashu had something to gain from tampering with the trade. It's out there, but maybe in reality Gashu's an ally. Like, he wanted this to be exposed so he could put a stop to the main game. Is that too unthinkable? Perhaps he sent the sacrifice towards someone who he wanted to kill. Think about it. Gashu has plenty of reason to hold a grudge toward him. By formulating an escape plan, he trampled on his honor as a floor master. You're talking about Soul Hiyori. Okay, I had to come back here because I like how I was like, wow, I like the music and the turning point, then I immediately fucked up. All right, so I think I know what it is. So I think it really was, I think it's this. There we go. Like, I realized it at the very last minute. Like, I had 10 clout left, and I was like, this gotta be it, but I'm not even about to attempt it without starting over. So we went back, I did it, all right? So the only clue that hasn't been used yet is this roster. It looks kind of familiar. That's just like the torn paper I found on the first floor, meow. Though, what use could this have? Why do you have that? Eh? Oh, Miley! Curse her, handing internal documents to participants. Internal documents? Gashu, just what is this roster? Why did he look like that just now? Oh my gosh. Haha, what indeed? Ugh, he caught on to the fact I don't know what this means. You did good, Sarah. Huh? Gashu just made a slip of the tongue. You freaked him out. Whatever could you mean? Kai was a whole lot better at playing dumb, huh? Your son? What meaning could these papers have? I can't even guess, but there's value in solving this mystery. We ain't got time. Let's thoroughly talk out anything suspicious about this roster. There are 4 bound sheets, and 4 names on each sheet. Besides our names, there's a bunch of names I've never even heard. Huh, this roster doesn't seem to be sorted by name. Hold on a sec. There are participants whose names aren't on this, huh? A roster? It's reminding me of something, meow. If you want to look closer at the roster, tell Mr. Policeman and we'll look at it together. Alright, Mr. Policeman, chill with the flirting, man. Like, we're still in the death game, man. Alright, chill. Yeah. Roster. Oh, I remembered it now. The bar on the first floor, Wolf. There was a list of names on the blackboard, meow. Now that you mention it, that was at roster 2, but I couldn't possibly recall every name. I memorized it, meow. Huh? Can drink was Alice, Kai, Kazumi, Keji, Shunsuke, So, Naomichi, Mai, Megumi, Reko, Kyutaro, meow. Can't drink was Anzu, Kana, Jin, Kuji, Sarah, Joe, now Hinako, Ranmaru. Whoa, that's amazing, Jin. Easier than learning the prefectures of Japan, meow. By the way, Big Sis Sarah, your roster, it's missing the names Kai, So, Kuji, Joe, and Now. This is important information. Was I useful? Yes, you were. If you want to look closer at the roster, tell Mr. Policeman. All right, let's check it together, Sarah. Alrighty, so Sarah, high school student, 15.5%. Now Michi, Kurumada, boxer. Huh, this roster doesn't seem to be sorted by name. Look at this, the names are sorted by percentage. Oh, how creepy. What sort of statistic are these numbers supposed to represent? These numbers definitely stick out as odd. Might they hold the key to solving this? I think these numbers might be the percentage, like maybe survival percentage, like what's the percentage that this person would survive or something like that? I don't know. There are 4 bound sheets and 4 names on each sheet. Who would have made this roster, I wonder? Probably Miley. It's what Gashu's reaction seemed to indicate too. Is there no follow-up to these sheets? Follow-up? No, there wasn't anything else. Is that so? Sorry. No, you're good. Besides our names, there's a bunch of names I've never even heard. Kurumada, Hayasaka, Kinashi, Tsurugi, and tons of other peeps I don't know. Were these people who died in the first trial before they could meet us? That might be it. How many people these kidnappers gotta kill till they're satisfied? Nah, now's not the time to get emotional. Alright. Hold on a sec. There are participants whose names aren't on this. Joe isn't on this either. What are you trying to say? Sorry, no ill will meant. I'm just laying out the facts to reason from. Counting them now, there are 4 of us participants whose names aren't listed here. 4 of us? No. Yes. So, what did you just say? Huh? That there are 4 people's names missing. Meow, Kai, So, Kuji, Joe, and Now aren't listed, so... Huh? That's 5, Wolf! Huh? I guess I rushed and miscounted, sorry. Sarah, this ain't the time to be poking at little mistakes like that, alright? No, that mistake wasn't just a trivial issue. Why did So get it wrong? That's what's important. Gashu, tell us how many participants were dragged into the death game. That would be 20. There are 16 listed on the roster. If we add an unlisted 5, doesn't that come to 21 people? 1 too many. What's that mean, Meow? There were exactly 20 names on the blackboard, Wolf. Well then, let's compare the names on the paper roster with those on the blackboard. The blackboard names were like this. First, the 5 not listed on the roster are Kai, So, Kuji, Joe, and Now. Let's remove those 5. On the first sheet, All 4 names are present. On the second sheet, similarly, all 4 names are here. The third sheet, this one too, and the fourth sheet. Huh? Shin Tsukimi. That's the only person not on the blackboard. We've derived a 21st person. Oh, was it that guy that got killed by the swinging axe that we saw on the first floor? What's going on? Just who is this person? Who is Shin Tsukimi? What was Kai's last name? An unseen survivor, a participant who died unknown, one of us. It can't be one of us because all of us are on the roster, right? Unless somebody is lying right now about something that they don't want to talk about. One of us. Is it one of us? Okay, let's calm down. What does that mean exactly? An alias? If someone is using an alias, I see. Shin Tsukimi is one of us, and they rewrote their alias on the blackboard. No way. Aha. Interesting if we follow that logic. Shin Tsukimi has already been identified. What'd you say? Sarah, let's work this out. If all the names on the paper roster are real, there's someone whose real name hasn't been revealed. Someone not on the roster, someone not on the blackboard. Me. It's somebody not on the roster. It's one of the people not on the paper roster. Kai, So, Keji, Joe, or Now. Right you are. Alright, let's discuss those 5 names. It's Now. It's obviously Now. Why didn't she tell us the truth? This is my real name. Professor Mishima always called me Miss Now, remember? I'm using my real name too. It was written there at the prize exchange, right? Keji is the name of Kana's sister. If Big Bro Joe was using a fake name, Big Sis Sarah would figure it out right away, meow. Kai's name was on his laptop. Based on the email logs, should be his real one. If you want to check the roster, come tell Mr. Policeman anytime. Well, if you don't quit flirting with me, I've been single for way too long. I don't need you to be flirting with me. I don't need to be flirting with no video game characters. Cut it out. All right, so we're gonna extract. Who said what now? Of course it is. Good, meow. Yeah. I'm using my real name too. It was written on the... I'm sorry. What's the matter, Keji? Oh, just impressed by how calmly he could lie. Lie? Sarah, recall the prize exchange. The prize exchange? Huh? Remember, there were photos, but no names anywhere. Oh, was that right? I must have had it wrong. So, what exactly are you afraid of? Afraid? So is... You said you'd tell the truth, right? To defeat Gashu together? We're your allies. Try trusting us, so. No. Shin Tsukimi. Oh, but no. Now's name wasn't on there either. Right? But wait. So did have a different name. Or no. They said So was dead, right? Like we couldn't figure it out? It could be either one of them. So was Shin Tsukimi? I want to trust you all too. But So, he's trying to say something. In that case, I'll draw it out of him. Oh, his heart about to be crazy. I know it. Oh, we clicking, baby. Oh. Please tell me I clicked it enough. So this is the moment to reveal your true self. My real name is Shin Tsukimi. I'll tell you everything, even the secret of that roster. You know about it, meow? Yeah. Because that's exactly the same as what I got in my first trial. Oh. What'd he say? Tell us, what the heck does this thing mean? It's the victory rates for the participants in the death game. Yeah, I was close. I said it'd be like the percentage of them survival or something, or surviving. There's the weird percentages on the left, right? Those are everyone's chances of surviving the death game to the... Girl, pat yourself on the back. I knew it. Their odds of winning. Foolishness. How would they know such a thing? Because they tested it with AIs, they just sort of guess. They used the AIs of us to run tests. Right, they ran simulations of innumerable death games, all done entirely digitally. They explained at horrible length to me how accurate this data was. And I saw my own percentage. 0. Oh no. That's why he had been doing this. Certain death. I absolutely can't survive this death game. That's why I had to abandon myself. I don't want to die. I can't stop shaking. I'm going to be killed. Everyone will vote for me and kill me. I don't want that. Hey. Hiya. A shadow illuminated by light spoke to me. Just a random question, but you know what a majority vote is. He talked to me and cornered me. Okay, then let's go. Good. It hurts. Stop. Strength in numbers. You're a helpless sheep who will be eaten by the strong. If you don't want to die, you change. I threw Shin Tsumiki away. So, why assume the name So Hiyori? Was he an acquaintance? I wonder. Dear me, what a heart-wrenching tale. But time has expired, everyone. We're out of time? Sorry, it's nearly time for voting. Hold on a sec, our discussion. Did you make any progress? It was all unrelated to my transgression. Revealing the truth of the roster, did that make any progress? That's... Shin Tsumiki, have you any more info on this roster? If I did, I wouldn't hide it now. Sarah, is there any other evidence that proves his transgression? I have important evidence there isn't. I don't think we have anything. We don't. We really just don't. That was it. We went over everything. If that existed, it'd be long since presented. Is it hopeless? Maybe there's nothing else we can do. Are you giving up, Sarah? I rewrote the blackboard, and also I destroyed my own monitor in the monitor room. Oh, so his AI wouldn't say his name. I've told you everything, just like I swore. So please save me. Win us an extension, please. It's impossible, of course. We have to try. I feel it. So's trust in me. A real bond. Of course I will, So. Sarah, this is our last chance. Let's think like mad about anything connected to this transgression. We'll all think about it and win, meow. No slacking, loner. Yeah, I know. Guys, our discussion's definitely progressing. We unraveled the mystery of this roster. Let's trust that the truth of this transgression lies beyond that answer. This is your final discussion. Use it meaningfully. Got it? This roster lists the chances of survival for the participants in the death game. You said they determined these chances of victory by running simulations with AIs, right? Is there something about these sheets we're still overlooking? Indeed, the most unusual aspect is the fact that there are only 16 names here. If Soul was an alias, that means there's actually 4 not listed, right? Kai, Kuji, Joe, and Now are the 4 not on the roster, meow. Kinda curious how Sarah's chances of victory are the highest, huh? Hey, you shut your mouth, man. You shut your mouth, alright? Everyone believes in me, alright? I'm trying. Kai, Kuji, Joe, and Now are the 4 not on the roster. Since we learned the loner's real name, there's no question it's these 4, Wolf. But I don't know what they have in common. There's a mix of living people, not living people, and someone we never met. There must be something in common. Oh, crap. Well, oh, I have the list in front of me. Okay, who was it again? Even I wasn't told any more details than that. I just got a whole lecture on how exact and unmistakable their data was. Can you recall anything else at all? What is it? Now that I think about it, they might have used the word candidates, not participants. Well, not that there's any difference between participants and candidates, are there? Is there a chance the kidnappers were using those terms distinctly, then maybe participants and candidates? Indeed, the most unusual aspect is the fact that there are only 16 names. Shin Sumiki there stated that this roster shows rather accurate chances of victory. But what about the chances for the 4 who aren't listed? Don't you think their actions could even affect the odds for the 16? As for the reason they're not listed, I don't want to think it, but perhaps those 4 are dolls or something. Dolls? Let's try this. Are you kidding me? It took me like 10 years to get that, yo. Oh. Hang on. What's this about candidates? Are participants and candidates really the same? The participants, those are the 20 people who were brought into the death game. Then what are the candidates the floor master spoke of? Those left in the final vote, those qualified to win. I want to say it's those with the qualifications, the right, those who fulfill the conditions to be the ultimate winner. And with that in mind, if Gashu, who swears loyalty to the organization, were to make a transgression, he'd try to kill a candidate, he'd try to kill a non-candidate. Either way, he's trying to kill. Let's say he tried to kill a non-candidate. What if there was one of us who didn't have the right to victory? A non-candidate. Gashu would try to kill them. That's why he tampered with the sacrifice. I should know it now. Who here is not a candidate? Oh, whoa. It's now. It's now. She's not a candidate because she wasn't on the roster. She's the only one who wasn't on the roster. It has to be now. Now. Yes. You have the sacrifice, don't you? Huh? This roster lists the names of the candidates, those who are qualified for victory. Even Shin Tsukimi, with his 0% chance to actually win, is listed. But now, out of us survivors, your name is the only one missing. And in the monitor room, too, there was no AI of you. No, there didn't exist a now AI to begin with. Because you were an outsider who didn't meet the qualifications to be a candidate. So how did she get in? And so Gashu tried to kill you. He sent the sacrifice with its high risk of death to now. This was your transgression, Gashu. Fantastic. Well done, Sarah. All of your cooperations, you solved it. Yes, indeed, you are the chosen one. I could not read that fast enough. It's over. All the energy's leaving me. Our long discussion, and at the end we earned it. Victory. A moment's survival. I'm sorry, everyone. I kept quiet about the sacrifice the whole time. When I thought about what would happen if we weren't able to expose him, I just couldn't say it. It's not your fault. It's entirely reasonable. I wish you'd have been brave. Just say it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault now. All the fault lies with Gashu. Answer me, Gashu. Candidates, this death game, what's all of it mean? I will say but one thing. Everyone, have you ever harbored doubts about your upbringing? That is my first and last hint for you. Last? Miss Sarah Chidoan, you have overlooked something important about the Floor Master's code. About the code? It is written clearly. For if there is misconduct during the main game, it either proceeds with the transgressor's death or must be retired 24 hours later. Huh? And I promised you that I would fulfill my duty as per the code. If I take responsibility on my life, then the main game shall continue. Wait, no. It didn't say that. You're kidding. Stop. Everyone, please earn victory. Oh my gosh. No way. This is foolish suicide. No. This is impossible. It should be over. Why this? He was going to do this from the start? Why? For just a day's extension, we hung on stubbornly and put our lives on the line. And yet Gashu casually threw away his life. He easily shot down our hope. Who could be capable of such a thing? He's a demon. A demon! This shouldn't have... Safalin, please, it's an emergency, right? Suspend the main game. I can't do that. I can only act as a substitute. No, you're really going to continue? This is all within the rules. If I refuse, everyone will die. This isn't right. This isn't right at all. I'm begging you, it doesn't have to be 24 hours. At least let us retry. I'm sorry. I'll do anything, just please. I'm sorry. Oh. Now is the sacrifice. No one will vote for her. And we need to choose two. One of the commoners, So or Kana. Oh, Lord. I'm breathing hard right now. What are the chances? This dude smiled right before shooting himself. Are you kidding me? Now's the sacrifice. I'm the keymaster. We can only vote for So or Kana. I guess it's clear who you'll vote for. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Oh, baby girl. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? He did it for the kill. I thought he was doing it to help us, but no. He was dedicated to that killing game. He was trying to get rid of Now. And it looks like he was successful. Now's the sacrifice. I'm the keymaster. We can only vote for So or Kana. Everyone, won't you vote for Kana? I guess it's clear who you'll vote for. I'm tired. As much as I contribute, everyone's going to choose me, right? Please, someone save me. Whew. Ooh, this dead silence right now. I can't believe how long I've been playing this. Oh my gosh. I'm breathing right now. What do I do? Huh? What are you... Please vote for Kana. What are you saying, Kana? I'm sure you understand, between So and Kana, which of us isn't necessary? Kana already intended to die from the moment she tried to trade for Sarah's sacrifice. Kana, please, this is about the only thing Kana can do. In exchange, I want you to believe in So. Because he's really not a bad person. Why can't I say anything? Kana's throwing her life away to protect So. Am I just going to watch in silence? Kana, don't be ridiculous, Kana. So? Self-sacrifice? That's worthless. You really are a kid, Kana. A thoughtless kid with a backwards notion that if she dies, it'll solve everything. My feelings won't change. Be quiet, Kana.
Guys, we have our conclusion. Hurry up and vote. Sarah, you hated me from deep down, right? Aren't I awful? You won't get another chance like this. So, Kana doesn't have any wisdom. I can't even hack. I told you to shut up, Kana. Please remember the first main game. We all chose Kai as the victim. For our survival, we didn't choose by feelings, but logic. But wasn't that a mistake? Real failure is wavering. Not trusting your beliefs is weakness. Stop it. And this time, the right thing is to choose logic so that you can escape. You should choose Kana. Just stop it. It's time to vote. I cannot wait any longer. Touch your voting tablets or everyone will die. Got it. Mr. Policeman just voted for Kana. Keji! Thank you very much. This ain't a joke. I'm ashamed of you, Keji. Sacrificing a kid for the sake of adults, that's a demonic choice you just can't make. I'm voting for So. Alice, you choose Kana, right? I can't choose anyone's little sister. Shin Tsukimi, I'm voting for you. Fine by me. Now if we just vote for ourselves, that's 3-2. Jin, it should be an easy choice for you too, right? I do hate the loner. But it's not like I want him to die. Dumbass, if you don't choose me, I'll use you next and get you killed. Ugh. Save Jin, suggest the way out. Bro, you don't have to take responsibility, Jin. Big Sis Sarah, if you vote for Kana, it'll be tied 3-3. Your vote won't cause anyone to die. But then, Big Sis Sarah, your vote will... It's okay, Jin. I'll take responsibility. I voted for Bucket Girl Meow. Now it's just me. My vote will decide everything. It'll decide it all. Ahaha. We did it, Sarah. Now, do you remember the conditions for the sacrifice to win? The sacrifice wins, even if it's a tie for first. Now So has 3 votes. Kana has 3 votes. And as the sacrifice, I can vote for myself twice. If you vote for me, that's 3 votes for everyone. I can win by a tie for first. Say what? Let's return home together, Sarah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Big Sis Sarah, you won't do that, right? Oh my gosh. Don't you give me no options. Oh my... Oh, I should have saved it. Oh, I should have saved it. I would absolutely love to see who would win, like, if I voted for each of them. Because they're tied 3-3. I would love to see what would happen if we voted for Now. But at the same time, I would feel like a complete douchebag if I voted for Now. So, oh, Sarah, why did you take this responsibility like I wanted to do this? You were like, oh, it's not really me. It's the player playing my character. So I'll give them the responsibility. I'll make them feel bad for killing somebody off right now. Thank you. I was actually starting to like So, or whatever his name is now. And Kana, I don't want to see her die, but she's not wrong. She's useless. She's a problem. But if we're thinking back on the situations, Kana did help us out a little bit, but then she kept betraying us and then she kept BSing, but it was like you could tell she was just doing it because she was thinking about our lives and she was trying to survive. And Soul was like tricking her and trying to convince her to survive. And you can tell Kana doesn't want Soul to die, but Soul doesn't want Kana to die. And it's just like, I feel like the option to vote for Now is just out the window. I'm like, girl, I'm not about to kill everyone off here. Hold on. Let's just vote. God, I wish I could save it. God, I wish I could save it. I'm voting. It's either vote by feelings or vote by logic. Or just be a douchebag. Oh, no. No, don't vote for yourself, man. Just, I can't. I can't. I'm going to cry. I'm really going to cry. Because he knew. He knew we were going to be the ones to kill him off. I hate myself so much right now. That's just fine, Sarah. You hated me enough to kill me, isn't that right? That's true. That's not true. I did want to kill you. That's why you weren't mistaken at all. Well then, I'll announce the results. The Keymaster was Keji, the Sage was Kyutaro, the sacrifice was now. I see, so this is your answer, Sarah. Now. It's strange I couldn't stop shaking from fear, but the moment you decided, that stopped. I'm glad I didn't have to betray you all. Now. Oh, I forgot to mention, the second card trade was by me. I traded away the sacrifice card by using the tokens Rekko had on her. So Rekko protected you once now. You were a close friend to Rekko. There's no question of that. Thank you very much. I wonder if I'll meet Rekko and the professor over there. I wanted to finish that painting. Well then, it's time for the execution. Wait. Miss Sarah, take this. It's an instant death switch. Unless you want her suffering to be long, you just have to press it. Ah! Oh, what is this game? Do not play this game if you have morals. Begin. When did they tie her up? Oh, I can't kill her. Do I have to? Oh! No! I can't. I don't want to die. Don't push it. I can't. I don't want to watch you die, girl. No, please. I thought it was an instant death switch. Was I supposed to hold it? I can't. I don't. Now expired. Don't say that. Don't do that. Professor, I'm sorry. The present I was going to give you, I still couldn't finish it. That's all right. You have plenty of time now. Paint to your heart's content now. Yes. Oh, I'm going to cry right now. Oh, I couldn't push the button. To the very end, Now said she didn't want to die. There was no way I could push it. Once again, I couldn't protect them. They died again. Next is So. Wait. Stop it already, please, Sapling. Please move aside. I need to activate the device. Don't kill So. Don't kill our ally, please. Ally? Worthless. So worthless. You don't have any last words, do you? I will begin the execute. I'm not gonna die. Huh? You think I'll do what you want? Your collar! What? Exits that way, huh? It's futile! This facility has a defense system. Got weapons like this too? No dice after. Oh my god, I cannot see that! I'm gonna cry! Oh no! Please don't do this to me. Oh, pathetic. After all I did. Maybe I should have believed in everyone. Miss Sarah, there's actually just one thing wrong in your reasoning, and I'll tell you what it is. My final present. Oh, where did So go? Oh my god. My feet move as if guided by something. Some sort of premonition is calling me. So's body is limp. No! You can't, even after you got your collar off. You said you wouldn't let the kidnappers do what they wanted, right? Please, please respond. I keep shaking him, but he isn't moving a muscle. He's not breathing. No. So has already expired. Even so, everyone just keeps dying. Whatever I do, as much as I struggle, it was all meaningless. I'm powerless. I can't stand up anymore. I hear a noise from the monitor. Why is this on? I wonder... No, that doesn't matter. I don't want to think anymore. Nothing is going to change now. My actions can't affect anything. Everyone is dying. Just like Soul here. Something's off. Why is Soul in this position? Don't tell me Soul was trying to use this machine. Looking closely at the keyboard by his hands, there were bloodstains from him using it. Did Soul turn on this monitor? But for what? I looked at the monitor. Joe! Oh no! I'm gonna cry. Huh? What? Is this some kind of joke again? There was a familiar face. The face of my best friend, who I always saw at school. Joe? Is that Sarah? What's going on with me? Inconceivable. It's another hallucination. I've finally broken down. Because there shouldn't be an AI of Joe. But that doesn't matter to me right now. Joe, is that you, Joe? Huh? Yeah. Sarah? Sarah, what are you crying for? I couldn't do anything. I killed you. Even though you were my best friend. Sarah? But still, I vowed to everyone that we would escape together. And yet they've kept dying. Professor Mishima and Kai and Reko and now and So. I can't protect anyone. I can't save anyone. I can't do anything. My heart has buckled under. Get a hold of yourself, Sarah. Joe, when'd you become such a whiner? I mean, those tears don't suit you, Sarah. Why? You're so cold, Joe. You know, we were hanging out all the time before we even knew it, huh? Having stupid talks on summer break, buying junk food after school, getting Ryoko laughing at us. And when my grades tanked, you were the one freaking out, Sarah. Never asked to go studying. Oh, and I remember all those dumb requests you made me sing at karaoke. I sang with all I had, so you were cracking up. Every day was super fun, man. And when bad stuff happened and it wasn't fun, you were there talking to me. Sarah, I feel nothing but gratitude for you. Gratitude? I don't know about all this betrayal or dying. Don't have any memory of that part. But I know this. You'll always make choices I can trust, Sarah. Joe, were you thinking I hated you or something? Don't put me down, Sarah. I'm not that self-righteous of a guy. So don't cry anymore, Sarah. So cheeky. When you're Joe of all people. Sarah, believe in yourself. I'll always follow you. You know, like a dog. Huh. That's right. Guess I should say, well, it's hard for a guy and a girl to say this sort of stuff to each other, but I love you, Sarah. You're my best friend. I always wanted to say that too. Joe, you're my best friend. Oh, I won't cry anymore. I won't lose. Please always watch me from close by. Yeah. Thank you, Joe. And also, so, it was always clinging to me. This false hallucination I created. But now, I won't look at it anymore. I'll move forward and I'll end this death game. Sarah, I'm okay now. Fix it, Sarah! That look on your face. Listen to me, everyone. We aren't going to kill each other anymore. They won't make us do that ever again. I'm going to end the death game. Wahaha. I'm on board, no matter how tricky our opponent is. I'm gonna fight too. I shall avenge Rekko and Now. I don't want anyone to die either. I'll make them learn Soul's regret, meow. I won't submit anymore. Everyone is prepared. We won't lose our way. Let's claim our future. Your turn to die. Chapter 2 in. I said chapter. Oh, that was good. You're doing well, Sarah. Your father's glad you've survived. Now let's begin, shall we? The final death game. To be continued in the final chapter. Alrighty, so that's it for this episode of Your Turn to Die. Let me tell you something, I definitely cried. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so glad I don't use camera, because boy was I tearing up. I was like, this is beautiful. I hated to see people go. I hated making that decision. I love how emotionally immersed into this game that I am right now, and I'm like already ready to go into the next chapter. I'm like, let's do this. I'm ready to go. This is a really good game. I love this game so much. I'm looking forward to continuing it. If you guys like the video, make sure you like it, subscribe to the channel to see more, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. CodeLMD, logging out.